monster, Andre, because of his knockout power in the 11 knockouts in 13 fights. But according to CompuBox,
he's a Inoue. He's a
color hair. No, he is good.
21-0 is away.
clearly
for Inoue being a pound-for-pound guy.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan. Half of them were at 108. You know,
the drama surrounding Naoya Inoue didn't begin with doubt. It began with dominance. But even dominance has to be proven on the biggest stage, under the brightest lights, against opponents who don't believe the hype. They called him the monster, long before America truly understood why. Undefeated, a 3-division world champion, a knockout artist with precision. Yet there were whispers. Had he really been tested?
Undefeated, he's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion.
Fighting guys that stand right in front of him, you know, everything went his way. You know, he
behind that defense as well. Inoue's having a hard time really penetrating.
Had he faced anyone outside Japan who could push him into deep waters? In 2017, Inoue stepped onto American television for the first time, and across the ring stood Antonio Nieves, fighting in front of his home crowd and carrying quiet skepticism. Nieves questioned whether Inoue's destruction overseas would translate. After all, most of his fights had been in Japan, lower weight classes, familiar territory. The doubt wasn't loud, but it was there.
Fuck Bam a puncher. He is good.
He's at home, lower weight class. So
that high guard, he really is. It's tight. 3-punch combination. He came back with the left to finish.
From the opening bell, Inoue erased it. He stalked Nieves with composure, snapping jabs that weren't just rangefinders, but weapons. Analysts pointed out that he threw more jabs per round than nearly any elite fighter in the sport, rivaled only by Gennady Golovkin. But these weren't harmless touches. His jab carried authority, setting up the classic 1-2 that began slicing through Nieves' defense. The American was tough, durable, determined not to fold. But toughness can become a liability when punishment accumulates. By the middle rounds, Nieves was no longer dictating anything. He was surviving. Inoue shifted levels, digging left hooks into the body with a thudding sound that echoed through the arena. Commentators compared the assault to some of the most brutal body shot finishes in boxing history. The legs betray you first. The spirit follows. Inoue kept going downstairs, methodical and merciless, until Nieves' corner made the only humane decision possible. The stoppage wasn't dramatic. It was inevitable. And in that moment, America understood. The monster was real. But legends aren't built on one performance. They are forged when styles clash and questions remain unanswered. Years later, another test emerged, this time in the form of Stephen Fulton, the slick, undefeated unified champion at super bantamweight. Fulton wasn't a brawler. He was technical, intelligent, confident. He believed skill would neutralize power. His team even cast suspicion before the fight, accusing Inoue of excessive hand wrapping in previous bouts. The tension simmered before a punch was thrown. When the bell rang, Fulton tried to establish his jab. Inoue beat him to it. Speed was the difference. Not reckless aggression, speed married to timing. Inoue closed distance like a striking viper, slipping just outside Fulton's comfort zone and countering with sharp, accurate combinations. By the third round, Fulton's rhythm faltered. His footwork slowed. The man who was supposed to outbox Inoue was being outboxed. Each exchange tilted further in the Japanese champion's favor. Then came the breakthrough. A thunderous right hand in the 8th round dropped Fulton hard. The crowd in Tokyo erupted as Inoue surged forward, relentless, precise, sensing the finish. When the stoppage came, there was no controversy, no debate. In his first fight at 122 pounds, Inoue had dismantled the undefeated king of the division. Pound-for-pound status was no longer a projection. It was a reality. Still, boxing has a way of humbling even the most dominant champions. On May 4, 2025, at the T-Mobile Arena, Inoue faced Ramon Cardenas, a dangerous American with a sharp left hook and belief in his own power. Cardenas promised to shock the world. Early on, he showed he meant it. He pressed forward, testing Inoue's defense. And in the second round, he landed a sweeping left hook that sent shockwaves through the arena and sent Inoue crashing to the canvas. For a split second, doubt crept back into the narrative. Inoue rose at 7. The knockdown didn't unravel him. It awakened him. From the third round onward, discipline replaced aggression. He probed with the jab, mixed levels, and tightened his defense. Blood trickled from a cut near his eye, but his composure never wavered. Cardenas continued swinging with conviction, refusing to be intimidated, and for several rounds the fight teetered between chaos and control. But there are levels to this game. By the 6th and 7th rounds, Inoue began turning the tide decisively. Body shots folded Cardenas' frame. Right hands pierced the guard. The American's bravery kept him upright, but the accumulation was undeniable. Inoue sensed the momentum shifting permanently. In the 7th, a crushing right hand sent Cardenas down. The bell saved him temporarily, but the end was near. In the 8th round, Inoue unleashed a precise, punishing flurry that forced the referee's intervention. It wasn't just about reclaiming control. It was about reaffirming supremacy. He had been tested, he had been dropped, and he had responded like a champion. 3 defining moments. An American debut that announced his arrival. A masterclass against Stephen Fulton that cemented his pound-for-pound standing. And a war with Ramon Cardenas that proved his resilience under fire. Naoya Inoue isn't just a knockout artist. He's a calculated predator with elite timing, devastating body work, and the rare ability to adjust mid-fight. When he falls, he rises sharper. When he's doubted, he answers with violence wrapped in precision. That's why the nickname isn't hype. It's truth. But now the question shifts to you. After seeing the power, the skill, and the composure under pressure, where do you rank Naoya Inoue among today's pound-for-pound elite? Is he already an all-time great in the making? Or does he still need one defining mega fight to silence the last remaining skeptics? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the monster's rise, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next breakdown.